Yeah, hello. My name is Pierre Merhi. I'm a general partner of Total Contracting. I'm originally from Lebanon, Beirut, Lebanon. I came to Houston 1989 and I started Total Contracting Limited in 1999. We do like underground utilities for government work. We started the company, like the first job was like $30,000, and we grew it. We do sidewalk, panel replacement for Harris County and City of Houston, and we became one of the largest underground utility companies right now for Harris County and City of Houston. We install boxes in the water line and storm and the sewer line, and we have around 100 employees right now. I've dealt with NED, formerly Four Seasons, for 1999, I think, when we first started this business. And I know Mr. David Keys. He represent at the time Four Seasons and now NED. And he is a great help to our company. We've grown together, actually, and every time we need some equipment, he was there, and to supply us was basically put priority to our company so we can meet our goals doing the job, When I first came to the state, I only had $200 in my pocket, so I worked as I'm electrician by trade. I started doing work. I had to start somewhere. I came to go to college. I didn't have the tuition, so I have to do it the hard way, not the easy way. Don't go to college. Just have to work hard, and I did a lot of work, doing electrical work, and I worked I remember 18 hours every day for 6 years. So I can save the first $100,000 and start this construction. When I was doing electrical work, I learned when we do the underground utilities for the electrical, I used to help all the contractors, whoever doing the utility contractors, I used to help them put their stuff together, as we go. So they can pour the slab, so we can finish, so they can put up the buildings up, so we can finish our work. And my background in Lebanon, I did do electrical work, and we did a lot of concrete work, which is in Lebanon, all the structures, all the buildings are concrete. So we used to have summer jobs, so we can save the money for the winter. And I immigrated to this country, 1980, like I said, in 1989, and I did work when I first came. My first job was a dishwasher at a restaurant. I remember I lasted 2 days, and I started working delivery driver, and at the same time, at night I used to work at a gas station on I-10 at DZ Chevron. We used to at night, and until I got my papers situated, my green card, and I worked for Simplex Electric for 6 years. I was running their shop. That's when I started doing the construction, the utilities, And this is my story, When you first come to the state, you have to adapt to see how the system works. So when I learned how the system works, I made the change. I moved from electrical to underground utilities, and paving and asphalt. We bid the job for City of Houston. We bid the low bidder, and we started to work, we go like from underground utilities, we rehab neighborhoods, we go inside the neighborhood and we rehab it, start demoing the concrete, doing the underground we start water, storm, and sewer line, and we do the paving on top of it, or asphalt, and we do all the electrical, like signal work, street lights, the final touches, Yeah, when I first started this company, the first piece of equipment I bought was D4 and CAT 320. And after like 30 days after the purchase, the 320 went down. So we took it to CAT dealership to fix it. And they told me it's going to take 6 months to be repaired. I thought, why? This is American made. Why? Why it's going to take 6 months? You should have the part, the computer component to repair the computer, to change the computer. He said, the computer is coming from China. So that's why I started thinking, why I have to spend double the money to buy a CAT versus, I said, let me go see Hyundai or some other brand. So that's when I talked to David, and I said, let me try the Hyundai. We did the first purchase, I think was 2002, and we bought 2 excavator and 2 loaders from, it was Four Seasons at that time. And they were very reliable, and the price was like tremendous saving, like 40% at that time between Hyundai and CAT. The price difference. So that's when I decided let me keep it up. And most of the operators that I had and I have right now, they enjoy working with Hyundai. Actually, they love it, especially the sound system and the ACs and the features of the backup cameras, why spend more money, if you can save money. That's why I choose Hyundai. On top of that, every time the machine goes down, every time I call technical support, repair, the service is very good, actually. Like I said, Mr. Keys, David Keys, he's a great help to us. He supports us all the time. If the equipment is down, we need a part, he will go out of his way to get everything we need so we can stay running. Before I didn't have as much mechanic as we have right now. I didn't have my mechanic shop, but they were like they come and fix stuff for me right there on the spot, on the job, very fast. So their service is very good. Every piece of machine I buy from right now from NED or from Four Seasons at that time, because on a yearly basis we upgrade our equipment, and every time we buy it, it's gonna have newer technology and newer features, for sure. The first machine we bought, we didn't have no backup camera, didn't have a computer screen, it have a small screen. Now it have big screen, everything that you need, you can control the machine from the screen, Before you have to put the computer to be able to control it, or program it, the old machine. Now you can program the machine from the screen. It is imperative that we keep our machines, our equipment up and working, so production will stay in progress, so the profit and the people are working, The support that we get from Hyundai and NED and the service is excellent. You have to have somebody that will back your company and support your field work, the equipment and the operator and the foreman, on the job.